So here we are at the Caravan Motorhome Show in Hall 5 at the NEC. It's February 2025, and behind me I've got a campervan made by Citroën, because there's various bits of kit we're going to show you which is makes it intriguing, but there's one particular aspect of it which we'll come to later on which really caught our eye amongst a huge amount of interesting campervans here. Now this campervan, the Citroën, has got a 2-litre engine, 180 brake horsepower, lots of charging points in the kitchen which is removable. But one of the main things about this is fully laden, kitted out campervan with a pop-top roof and removable seats and various things which makes it incredibly flexible. But this has got an incredibly good price on it. Now, for that price, you're not having to add various optional extras and which upgrades the price. This is a pretty simple pricing structure. This campervan is incredibly good value at just under £57,000. Now, £57,000 may sound a lot, but actually in the realm of campervans of this spec, it is incredibly good value. And we think this is going to be really excite a lot of the community, people who are interested in campervans, who are interested in upgrading to a campervan or trading down from a sort of bigger motorhome to something more manageable. But also this is a campervan which is going to have a great deal of appeal to people who want something which is flexible, so they can remove the seating and turn it into a van which they can remove all their kit around in, or if they're, for example, we've had of people who are plumbers who want to use this as a multi-purpose van. One thing we love about this is the dashboard on this Citroën. We've got a lovely digital dashboard with a great steering wheel and a lovely great touchscreen for your apps and integration and maps. And that's a fantastic piece of kit which has really impressed us. But also, you'll notice it's got an 8-speed automatic gearbox with a 7-litre diesel tank, and as mentioned earlier, it delivers 180 brake horsepower. Okay, the back of the van here, you can see obviously you've got the popped up with a double bed on the top, which is good, but on the top of the roof you've got a 100 kilowatt solar panel there, so that's great for charging up your leisure battery and keeping your electric devices charged up when you're on the move or off grid. Right, in the back of the van here you can see, obviously you've got these seats you can slide forward. Now these seats do turn into beds of course as well, so you get 2 here and 2 up in the roof, which will go into in the pop-top we'll go into in a second. But here you've got a bit of a storage cupboard, so you've got a few Mr. Sheen and rags in here at the moment, but obviously a little bit of storage space there, and there's one beyond which we'll show you in a second. Here you've got a 25-litre water tank which then feeds this shower unit, external shower unit here. Now that's probably for washing down the dogs, or on a cold day you want to do that yourself. You probably want to do that yourself, but a hot day you might want to use that, but that's great. Right, so you can see now we slid the seats forward, so you can obviously take these out, which gives you a great deal of flexibility in the back. It also gives you a load more boot space now, and that's slid forward. It's for the 4-seater for your kits and tents or whatever you need to do for extra kit. But this is all, as I say, if you wanted to turn this into a backer van, this is great. A few idiosyncrasies on this. You've got seat belts when they're sliding back here. You've got some seat belts for the originals, which they're as extra, which they haven't taken out. Now I believe Citroën might take those out, but the seat belts on the main double seats there. But here you've got a bit more extra space here. You've got a slide up cupboard here, so a little bit of extra storage space there. Down here you've got the leisure battery, obviously, which gets charged up with a solar panel, which you mentioned before. So it's really well kitted out and really flexible van, which we absolutely thought was fantastic. So you can see here with the seat slid forward like this, obviously you've got still quite a lot of extra leg room. You can slide that even further forward, but it gives you a lot of flexibility for your kids or passengers or anyone else you've got with you. But inside here you've obviously got the pop-top roof up. Now in here, I'm 6'2", so there's plenty of headroom here. So obviously you pull this down for your bed, which comes down, on these pistons here, the compression pistons. So that's great. But up here is a USB-C charging point, so you can charge your devices while you're up in the bed as well. So there's a great deal of room in this as well, and flexibility. And Citroën really thought out the space here. In the living space, yes, you've got your regular captain's chairs which you can swing around, but a removable table and plenty of living space. You'll notice down there on the far side you've got the kitchen with a little inbuilt fridge and some units we'll come to in a second with the charging points and comfort. But you look down here on the floor, You've got these rails, which of course means you can slide the seats backwards and forwards, which is fantastic, but also removable, which makes the back of this van incredibly adaptable for various things other than going on holidays. You can use it for moving kit around, bicycles, take it all out, and if you're a plumber, you could use it for that, putting your tools around and your kit. So here we've got the kitchen unit. Now this whole kitchen unit is removable. So imagine you're on a campsite, you come in, you've got your awning at the side here, you actually can remove this, so you can then put this kitchen out there to be used outside of the camper van, which is makes it really flexible. And this is great sort of adaptability and flexibility of this Citroën camper van, which we think is going to be really appeal to people who want to leave their tent and then drive off for the day in their camper van and then come back to their kitchen unit. So here, there's normally a cover on here, but for show they've got this little lift-up fridge on here, lift-up lid for the fridge. Of course, there's a little fridge here to put your milk and things, or cold beers, whatever you want to put in here. But this is a nice little kitchen unit with a fridge. Here you've got a dual gas hob and a little sink there for washing up. Now, obviously, this is great, as I mentioned, because you can remove all this and move it outside into under your awning if you need to. So here's the back of the kitchen unit. You can see here, this is where you put your gas bottle. So that's a nice little compartment for that, of course, which you need for the cooking. And then to the side here, this is where you put the water tank. Now, if you're moving this kit out, the kitchen unit out, you probably want to take this out to make it a bit easier to maneuver rather than having a full water tank. Again, nice little compact kitchen. Another neat design is to be able to take your fold-down table and slot it on the outside of your kitchen. So here you've got the comfort zone and the control unit here. So you've got switches, USB charging points, USB-C and USB-A, and the temperature control in the back of the van as well. So this is highly adaptable and allows you to keep all your kit plugged in and charged. And this is a great little simple control panel in this camper van. So you can see we made the beds up here with the help of the team. They showed us how to do it. Pretty simple. Slide the double seats back. Once you've dropped the back down, pull out these little extensions here, slot them in under the seats, then you've got a nice double bed here. Now, with the team here have said you can get someone who's been on this bed who's 6'6". I'm 6'2", so there's plenty of length here. Obviously you've got the bed up above in the pop-top roof as well. And so there's lovely little details in it. Really nice little camper van, great price, just under £57,000. Incredible. One thing you'll notice about this is the design of the front of this camper van is the logo, the Citroën logo has changed remarkably. Now that's something which has gone back to the classical style of the Citroën logo from many years ago. But this is a really eye-catching design on the front of the van, which obviously is something which a lot of people may not notice. The new Citroën Holidays Campervan will be available later on this year in 2025, and at $56,590 on the road, we think this will be a popular camper van. For more details, click the link in the description below. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel.